I still remember the sinking feeling in the pit of my stomach when the announcement came over the loudspeakers. Attention, passengers. We regret to inform you that due to unforeseen circumstances, this voyage will be ending early. Wait, what? I could barely process the words. I had just started my dream cruise, an all-inclusive, luxurious vacation I had been looking forward to for months, and now everything was falling apart. The worst part? I had no idea what to do next. It felt like being blindsided by something I never thought would happen. You always hear the horror stories about canceled flights or delayed trains, but I never imagined it would happen on a cruise. I mean, we were out in the middle of the ocean. There was nothing I could do about it. No way to get to the destination I was dreaming of. No way to undo the moment when everything turned upside down. But here's where things got interesting. For a split second, I thought, great, my vacation is ruined. But then, like a little voice in my head, I remembered something I'd signed up for months ago, but hadn't really thought about since: travel insurance. And in that moment, I felt a flicker of hope. I won't lie, it wasn't a magical fix, but it made everything just a little less chaotic. See, I'd chosen a travel insurance plan that covered cruise cancellations. When the cruise line told us we'd have to disembark early, I wasn't just stranded with a ticket home, I had peace of mind. I knew that, even though the situation was frustrating, I wouldn't be left with a mountain of unexpected expenses or a ton of stress. Let me tell you, the last thing you want to deal with when a cruise is suddenly over is scrambling to figure out where you're going to sleep, how you're going to get home, or how much you're going to lose on the trip. It was already overwhelming enough, but that travel insurance gave me a clear path forward. The insurance covered part of the cost for a return flight home. And not just any flight, an upgrade to business class to make up for the inconvenience. I also got compensation for the missed days, so my losses were covered. That relief? Priceless. Now, I know this might sound a little dramatic, but having that safety net allowed me to take a step back and think rationally. Instead of panicking or getting upset, I felt like I could actually take control of the situation. I didn't have to fight to get a refund. I didn't have to beg for accommodations. I didn't have to pay out of pocket for last-minute flights or rental cars. But, not everyone thinks to get travel insurance. I've heard so many stories about people who didn't bother because they thought that's just an extra expense. I get it, I used to think the same way. But once you've gone through something like this, you realize how easy it is to get caught in a situation that is way beyond your control. I'm not saying travel insurance is a magic bullet for every situation, but it sure made my life easier when everything felt like it was spiraling out of control. And here's the thing that really stuck with me. When I was looking for a solution, it wasn't about finding the cheapest option. It was about finding something I could trust. Something that wouldn't leave me high and dry in the middle of a nightmare. That's when I came across Auras.insure. I'm not here to sell you anything, but let me just tell you, I've been using them ever since. It's not a huge, flashy company. It's not even the first thing that pops up when you Google travel insurance, but that's kind of why I love it. It feels personal. It's straightforward, no gimmicks. Auras is the kind of company that makes you feel like you've got someone in your corner when things go wrong. It's the peace of mind I wish I had known about before that trip, and honestly, I'm just glad I found it when I did. So yeah, next time you plan a trip, whether it's a cruise, a flight, or a road trip, I'd highly recommend thinking about the what-ifs. It doesn't have to be a huge decision. But trust me, if something goes wrong, having travel insurance can make the difference between a disaster and a smooth recovery. Just a thought. But I'm sure glad I had it when my cruise got canceled.